That's a terrible thumbnail.
I think it's really nice. I think it really shows off everything that I want people to see.
Yes, that thumbnail was intentional. This one right here decided to create that lovely post for you. Here, I'm going to go down some because my chair is like way up. Hey, everybody. We're going to have a little chit chat because I have a partner in crime and he's already having such great success that we thought we would come on and do kind of like a before.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in a daring phase, but he's kind of in a before, although he's had good success already. Hi, Bumblebee Farmhouse. Hello, my friend. So this is Asher. This is my son. This is my youngest son. I know in the past I've had Judah on my channel, and Asher, the lighting in here is terrible. We're sorry. We're in my office, so probably that light would have been better off.
Yeah, maybe.
But next time we'll do better. This was a spur of the moment thing. So Asher is working on weight loss right now. You know, since COVID and lockdown, coming home from college.
Other life things.
He just wasn't happy where he was at. And I don't even think it's like the weight so much as how you feel.
Yeah.
So you came to me maybe last week last week. And you said, hey, I want to try low carb after this weekend because you had some stuff happening.
It was a lot.
He went out to dinner with some friends and what else? We're right after, this is right after Eastern Orthodox Easter for us. And we really celebrated over the Orthodox weekend. And then also last week was Bright Week. And so normally we have all the things.
Yeah. Loads.
So he came and asked me to support him in doing this because we do live in the same house. And you guys know I've been trying to do Dr. Eric Westman's low carb. He's not going as low carb. He's doing net carbs to start. Now, I would think maybe down the line you might want to go to total carbs. But right now he's just trying to stay under probably 20 to 50, I would think, right? 20,
yeah, that's about
20 net carbs.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. For me, I'm doing less than 20 total carbs, but we're eating the same things. So really we're eating a lot of the same things. We've been cooking a lot of meals together. He's already down. Now this isn't just from him starting, but from him reducing and working on it for the last little bit. His high weight was, did we write it up there?
Yeah, it was, well, we didn't write it up there, but my high weight was 199.6.
So he started at 199.6. And this morning he was
193.3.
No, you were 192.
Oh, yeah, I was 192.6 this morning.
Yeah, because yesterday you were 193.3 and we didn't write today's. You were 192.6.
Yeah.
So he's coming up on 10 pounds. And he has a wedding. This is one of the kind of a short-term goal thing, although we've been talking about long-term goals and how you keep the weight off and all that. But in the short term, he has a wedding. One of his best friends is getting married.
Late July.
Yeah, in late July. So tell me a little bit about that as a motivation.
Well, I want people to fit into a tuxedo and look somewhat decent in it because right now in my current weight and the current fat distribution, I don't exactly look the best in a suit or a vest or anything. So being able to look nice for a wedding, especially when there's going to be a lot of pictures and everything.
Yeah.
And seeing my best friend and a bunch of his family and stuff is I want to look my best and I want to feel my best too.
Yeah. He's traveling to go to this wedding in July and he's in the wedding. So that means we have to rent a tuxedo. So our deal is what?
If I can get down to my sort of target weight, which is still kind of figuring out right now, but if then they're going to pitch in some, if not all of the money for that tuxedo suit, whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we told him that if he gets the weight off, and right now he's saying 175, 170, 175.
175 is my comfortable.
Okay, 175. and how tall are you? 6 feet?
About 6 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we will pay for the tuxedo and all of that stuff. So I think that's a big motivator money wise, because, renting a tuxedo is expensive, you guys. So I'm at 251.2 today. So that's a nice loss for me. I've been doing really well since I got back from Florida, continuing down. We've been cooking together. And so tonight we made the best thing. We did chicken. Well, okay. So he's been craving Cane's chicken because he works at Raising Cane's, which is a chicken place.
Yeah.
And so we decided to do like a dupe recipe of chicken fingers. So from Sam's Club, we ordered the frozen chicken fingers. Oh, Alexander. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. So Alexander, let me come back to your comment in just a second, but thank you so much for the green box money. What does that do?
It just means she donated money and asked a question.
It's a guy.
Oh, sorry.
Alexander, I love your name, by the way. In our family, his side of the family, my husband's side of the family, Alexander is a middle name for all the guys, the firstborn. So I love that name. I'm going to read your comment in just a second, but thank you so much. Okay, so we made a dupe for Raising Cane's. We took pork rind breadcrumbs. Will you go get those breadcrumbs for me so I can show them? They're in the pantry. I ordered these breadcrumbs off of Amazon, and they are amazing. They're breadcrumbs. You guys know what I'm talking about. I've been using them in a lot of recipes. You don't need to add salt or anything else when you're cooking with them. But we breaded our defrosted, they didn't have skin on them, chicken strips, okay, like chicken fingers, but no breading, no skin. We breaded them in the pork rinds with some Parmesan cheese and some Italian seasoning, and we cooked them at 400 degrees. And then we made cane sauce, but we made it with sugar-free ketchup. So we used half of a cup of mayonnaise, a fourth of a cup of sugar-free ketchup, a teaspoon of Worcestershire, and a teaspoon of garlic salt with some black pepper. And we mixed that all up, put it in the refrigerator for a little bit. And it was...
it was spot on.
He works at Cane's.
I eat a lot of Cane's.
So this was a dupe recipe that we found online. The cane sauce was amazing. The chicken we cooked at 400 for about 15 minutes. And it came out, you were going to put it in the air fry for a minute to crisp it, but we found out we didn't even need to do that. Yeah. It was moist and delicious. And I think it hit the spot for those of us craving Cane's. But these are the pork rinds that we got on Amazon. This is pork panko is what they're calling it. This is total carbs per package. A serving of this has 0 carbs. So it is fantastic. Highly recommend this from Amazon. And it goes a long way. I've already had it for a month and I've used it in multiple recipes. Like I said, if you use this, you do not need to add any salt. Okay, so if you bread something in this, don't add any salt. Learn from Amy. Learn from Amy. But this was really, really great. We'll try to come on. We're going to do a month of this together. And we'll try to come on later and do our favorites. So we'll talk to you guys about our low carb favorites. And we'll talk to you guys about some recipes and things. Maybe we'll even come on and do a recipe. But what are some of the things we've eaten so far?
We've done a lot of meats, obviously. So like we did hamburgers and hot dogs a couple of nights ago. What did we do last night? I don't remember.
Wings.
We did wings.
We did pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
I made a chicken breast. I did like a chicken breast with ham and Swiss in the middle. And then I breaded it with this. So chicken cordon bleu. That was really good. You had some sausages and things. He's not an egg person. You really are like just a meat and potato person. Yeah. So for you, last night we had green beans and you're not even like a big vegetable person. So how do you think this way of eating fits in with your lifestyle, like long term?
Well, I mean, I used to eat like predominantly carbs. Basically, I don't even want to think about how much I have in a day.
Right.
But like it's similar in that it is a lot of meat, and I am a very big meat eater, especially chicken, but also it's removing probably the second biggest thing that I eat every day. So it's been a bit of a
Yeah.
struggle and transition, to be
Yeah.
honest. But
Well, and we bought him some. I'm not doing like the keto treats and things right now because I need to be very, very strict low carb on Dr. Westman's plan. But we did buy him some Atkins peanut butter cups. They have 1 gram of net carbs, not total net carbs per peanut butter cup, because in the evening he's been craving something sweet and he's easing himself into this lifestyle and way of eating. And so we want to make sure he has things available. He doesn't like eggs. You're not really even a cheese person, but you're also on the other spectrum in real life without low carb. You just don't eat a lot of fruit. You don't eat a lot of vegetables. You really are just,
meat and potatoes.
You're like a meat and potato or bread person. And so we're going to be experimenting. I'm going to try to find him a low carb, like dupe for pasta or something. So we'll be doing those things and we'll come on at the end of the month and show you guys. Okay, so back to Alexander. Alexander said, I didn't have spider veins. Now that I'm on 4 months of keto, I'm getting broken vein vessels on my arms and chest and some other parts of my body. Why? That's a really good question. I'm wondering, and if you've had some weight loss and I don't know your situation, are you just seeing those vessels? Maybe they were already there, but they were covered with some adipose tissue. I'm not sure. That's definitely, like medical advice land. And I don't know your personal story, but I would definitely check with your primary care. I know that I've heard a lot about people that are doing low carb and lose weight. They complain of being cold. And we were talking about this with Dr. Westman last night in his chat on Facebook. And someone said, well, you're losing that insulation. So you're obviously, if you're losing body fat, you're going to see some of those things you haven't seen before. You're going to feel the bones you haven't felt before. You're going to see veins that maybe you didn't see before. So I can't really speak to your personal experience, but let us know if you find out more information on that. That's a very interesting question. I am taking the Keto Made Simple class with Dr. Westman. It is a 3-week intensive. It's a bunch of modules. And then you also meet twice a week with them over in the Facebook group. It's a closed Facebook group. You have 1 meeting with Dr. Westman and 1 with the nutritionist where you're able to answer questions or ask questions and get answers. So I'm going to post a car vlog that I did today that talks a little bit more about that, but it's been really useful because I've been able to ask a lot of questions. So anyway, any other thoughts? We want to tell you that we're doing this together, and this is a big change for Asher. And I know those of us that have changed our lifestyle, no matter what lifestyle change you're making, it can be a big change. So trying to support him as much as possible. And the first couple days, so tell us about how you're feeling these first few days of going low carb.
Hungry. Always. That's
really
the main thing. It's just constantly hungry because I don't have the carbs and the starches in my system that kind of fill up my stomach. It's all just basically just protein.
Yeah.
So it just goes through my system very quickly, and then I'm just left with ravenous hunger.
Yeah. So we're really trying to, when he's hungry, we're focusing on protein. So we're not eating big bars of butter, cheese, and all that stuff. We're really focusing on the protein side. Sorry, I keep dropping this essential oil. That's what I'm messing with over here. Dr. Westman really talks about, protein and then not removing the fats from your protein, but the idea is to burn the fat off of your body. And so we're trying to make sure that he's having snacks every couple, 2 to 3 hours. You woke up hungry.
Yeah.
And he never wakes up hungry. He's like, I'm really hungry. So we made sure he had some sausage and stuff like that before lunch. How do you feel right now after eating dinner?
I feel pretty good right now.
But you'll probably be hungry in a couple hours.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So Dr. Westman talks about, when you follow low carb and you're doing it correctly, after a few days, the hunger does decrease a lot. And that's part of one of the perks of the whole thing, is that you don't need as much food to feel satisfied. So looking forward to that. How about headache?
I have a minor one right now, but I might just be from Yeah, it probably is from like lack of sugar. I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think prior to this, you were eating a lot of sugar and drinking a lot of Coke. You've switched to Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Not to promote soda products, but that's a good change from regular Coke to go to Coke Zero. And then you drank some Propel today, some sugar-free, carb-free Propel to get some electrolytes in. You're not trying to over push the water to flush all your electrolytes out, but you are drinking some water.
Yeah. Drinking the sparkling ice is there as well.
Oh yeah, we love these sparkling ices. This one's empty, but we really, really like these. And this is the Orange Mako. These are 0 carbs as well. And so we've been having some of these. I've been drinking some herbal tea. So we're just going to stick with it and we'll keep you guys informed. Do you need to go? I'm going to answer some questions. You want to sit around?
Sure.
Okay, he's out. He's taking the panko and he's leaving.
It's mine.
Yeah. Let me answer some questions. He's got to go back. He was doing something on the computer when I interrupted him. But Lou says the vegetable quiche cups to go, I think that's what they're called, from the South Beach diet, are a good thing to have on hand for in between meals. And I don't know, Lou, that would be good for me. He does not eat eggs and he does not like vegetables, and he'll do vegetables. Like he literally had which is the appropriate size. He had a cup serving of green beans last night, but I couldn't get him to do the leafy greens. He was fine with that. So, hi, Happy Homesteader. How are you? Spanish Whispers says, are you using your planner to plan meals? In an ideal world, yes. This week, because of my job promotion and stuff going on at my job, I have not even planned this week. You guys, in fact, this is last week, and you can see over here that I didn't even plan the end of the week because we were so incredibly busy. And this is this week. So if you guys want to see an honest planner check, that's a planner check. I haven't even planned this week. I have been marking off. Dr. Westman gives us this checklist, and I love that. So he gives you a checklist of everything that's on the plan. So during the day, you can mark off, and I have it in the kitchen. You can mark off what you've eaten so you can kind of track in that way your measured fats. Because really, for his plan, that's what it is that he has limits on the fats that you're eating. So I think, which is really helpful, so you're not going crazy. Cindy Bruin says pork rinds. Thank you, Janice. My friend Janice is over here. Good to see you, Janice. I love all your pictures that you've been posting over on Facebook. And let's see, Miss Alford. Hi, Pat. Pam, how are you? I almost said Pat. Sorry. My brother's name is Patrick, and I call him Pat. Okay. Hi, Pam. She says, carb diets worry me. Dr. Atkins, the founder, died young. I have more than one friend that has lost a lot of weight on keto and has had health problems and now on cholesterol meds and wasn't before. Right. And I think do some research on Dr. Atkins. He got a bad rap for that whole situation. So if you do some research and read some articles on that, I think anything that you do, you need to go through your primary care doctor. So obviously check that out. And there's a lot of research now out there about this type of plan. So I'm feeling pretty confident in what I chose at this point. And we will see. We will see. Let me see. Hi, Kathy Landers. Good to see you. Hi, Barb. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Dawn. Lots of friends in here. Good to see you all. Hi, Sharon Lehman. Hi, Brandy. Let's see if there's anybody else to say hello to. I'm going to get going because I do have a little 6 o'clock hangout over on Facebook with my Tupperware friends. So I'm going to go say hi to them. But I did want to just check in, let you guys know what we're doing. And I think some of the benefits that I'm definitely seeing is I'm seeing an increase in mood and energy. That was like a big one for me. I was not sleeping well prior to this, and so I'm sleeping a lot better. This last month, I didn't have PMS, which is a big thing for me because normally I do have really bad cyclical just anxiety, and I would probably say some depression too, for a week. And that is gone right now. And I've only been working on this for a couple of months, you guys. And I'm not telling you guys what you'll experience. Like I said, you need to check with your own doctors and do what you feel is best for yourself. This is what I have researched. I'm reading a lot of books. I'm watching a lot of seminars and conferences on YouTube. I'm reading a lot of research articles. And I'm seeing a correlation between the low-fat food pyramid movement, if you do some research on this, from the 70s and 80s, and our increase in obesity in the United States, our increase in diabetes, hypertension, and we do not have control over it. So something has changed. There's some problems there. I think if you do some more research and look into some other sources of information out there, you will be very surprised at some of that. So, it is what it is. We'll just keep going. And Cindy, he hasn't had pork rinds as just a snack. That's like a possibility. I will talk to him about that. Good idea, Cindy. Let me get going. I will see you guys later. Go do some research. If you have concerns, I am not the expert. I am learning and doing what's working for me right now. You guys need to do you, and I support you as long as you're doing something healthy. I feel that this is healthy for me right now. And I have my doctor support, and that's all I can say about it. So see you guys later. Have a good night. Stay in orbit. Pop, stay on plan. That's what I'm doing. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.